Hi guys, what's for dinner tonight? Tonight I'm going to show you how to broil in your broiler because a lot of people forget that they have a broiler on their oven. I know you like to use your charcoal broiler outside or your gas broiler, but you got a broiler right there in the kitchen and it works very, very well. In the old days, that's how we cooked. Today I've decided that I wanted a little bit of steak. And I haven't had steak for a while, so I went and I picked up these beauties. Now those are very, very nice T-bones. And I'll show you how I prepared it. Well, I guess it's in my dishwasher. Hang on one second. I'm not going to do it now because I've already done it. I'm going to just explain it to you. I've got one of these things, and what I do is I put some meat tenderizer, even though it's a really good cut of meat, put meat tenderizer on the meat, and then I go over it back and forth. Let's see if I can show you. I'm not going to put it in there because they've already used it. I just go back and forth with the meat tenderizer. Then I flip them over and do the same thing on the other side with the meat tenderizer. Then I come back and I've got, I'll show you my meat tenderizer. And this is really good. I got it at Walmart, Adolph's, and you can get it pretty much any grocery store. And then after that, I'm not big on flavors, but I found that this Kinder's, it's a seasoning blend. It's mostly pepper and salt and a little garlic. But I have made steaks for some fussy people, and they always seem to like my steaks. So that's how I do it. I don't put salt on, just main salt, because I'm afraid that makes it, whoa, I clean as I go, as you can see. I'm afraid that if you salt the meat before you cook it, it tends to make it a little bit tough. So then I've put stove on high broil. This is Maytag, but every one of them has it. Upper oven, I've got 2 ovens, and then I have convection on the bottom, but you just really need one. And so I've got it on the high. I'll show you what it looks like. It's very, very high. Then I just stick this in. I didn't have a broiler pan, but this pan will do fine. Okay, and I like mine medium rare. So I'm going to set my timer real quick. I do about 8 minutes on one side and usually about 7 on the other. So I'm going to put you on hold. I hope I don't lose you. Hi guys, I don't think I told you that those were maybe about an inch to an inch and a half thick. They're pretty good sized T-bones. Bought them at Publix. I think it was pound and 1.8, and they were like $17.99 a pound. So that's not too bad. I don't do that very often. Used to have steak a lot more, but it's really gotten high. But I really do love steak. So that I like mine medium rare, which means I want it pink. If there's a little tiny bit of blood in it, it's okay, but I'd rather just have it kind of pink. So that's medium rare. Rare is how I used to eat it, and it was bloody. And I do like it like that, but there's so many diseases and stuff now, I'm just a little bit scared of that. Now my husband likes it more medium, so I'll take mine out first and let his go maybe another minute or 2, but you don't want to put them back in after you take them out. I never send anything back at the restaurants. Especially if it's meat, if you put that back in, it's going to be tough. And so you better get it right the first time. I also don't ever send anything back because I've heard too many stories. I'm not going to talk about it. But I just put up with it and eat it the way they give it, or if it's just absolutely bad, like once I had bloody chicken, I just said, no thank you, I don't want this, and I'm leaving, and I didn't have to pay for it or anything, but I'm not sending anything back. They're professionals, and they should know how to make them. And I hope that doesn't sound like I'm being mean, but if you buy something, you take it home, you're pretty much stuck with it. Although I have taken things back that were just absolutely nasty a couple times. I've taken them back to Publix and they weren't happy about it, but like I had curdled milk and it had a lot more time on it, and I took my receipt. It must have sat out on the dock or something, so I did do that. But if it's just something that is just not to your taste, I just feel like, it's tough luck. Anyway, it's cooking. And what you can do when you're broiling, I'm going to put my fan on. It's going to be loud, so I'll do it after I hang up. But you can crack the door a little bit. You can see the smoke coming out already. I usually don't crack it until the second half, but I'm going to put that fan on because it's starting to smoke up in here. That's the only disadvantage of broiling in the house. You can get a little smoky. All right, I'm putting you back on hold. Okay, guys, it's been 8 minutes. I'm going to turn this fan off for a second. You don't want to pierce your meat, so I get tongs. It's going to be smoky when I open that up, but don't worry about that. I do need to put that fan back on. Don't yell at me. Okay, this is going to be really good. Look at that meat. Tell me that doesn't look great. Now I'm going to turn it over. Can you see that? That's yummy. Yes, that's going to do very well. I wish I could do 2 hands, but I'm talking to you. There we go. Okay, now the second half, you really want to make sure you don't overdo it now. So I'm going to stick it back in there. Here we go. It's got a lot of juice in it. There we go. See, that cleared the smoke right up. You don't want that smoke in your house. Another thing about the meat is I live in the South, and people here tend to like to have their meat well done. My husband did when I first married him. He knows better now. But now I want my chicken well done, my pork well done, and even my fish well done. I'm not a sushi person, but my beef, I like it medium rare. I really do like it rare, but like I said, in this day and age, I'm going to go for the medium rare. I think anything's been killed if it's been in there that long. And I know that there's probably a lot of chefs out there that are looking at my cooking and saying, oh, I could do a whole lot better than that. And you probably can. But I'm kind of just doing this for the younger set that just don't even know that they have a broiler on their stove. And that's not stupidity, it's just that their parents took care of them and didn't teach them for themselves. My mother was one of them. I didn't know how to cook when I got married. And then there's some people that they're really younger generation and they mostly ate fast food. And there's nothing wrong with that. I like fast food. But you can save so much more money. Now that's a $18 steak, $17 steak. But if you got that at Longhorn, that's probably a $40 steak. So, with the fixings. Now, we already ate salad. I bought a bagged salad today. It was on sale at Publix. I had Caesar salad. And although I would like a potato with sour cream and butter, and I have potatoes here, I can't really eat that much. Whoops, I didn't time my steak. Let me look at that. Uh-oh, 42, okay. I don't want to overdo my steak. Anyway, what was I saying? See, that the 80s is still in here. 80. I'm an 80 lady, and I forget a lot of stuff. I don't know what I was saying. But anyway, don't overcook it. Don't undercook it. If somebody there wants to have well done, give it to them well done. you can teach him later on. My husband does agree that medium's good, but he really won't go that medium rare. And my kids, they like theirs medium rare, I think, pretty much. They grew up with me. I do love steak cooked out on a grill, but I just haven't gotten around. We had a gas grill, and then this year we bought a regular grill, but it's a lot of trouble getting those coals going, and when you're our ages, we just forget about it. All right, I'm going to put you on hold for that last little bit. Okay, guys, mine's going to be ready. Just getting the plates. See all that smoke coming out? It's okay. I got the pan on. Oh, yeah. Put my husband's back in for just a minute. And I'm turning it off. The hard part's making it rest. I'm not good about letting it rest, but you really shouldn't cut into it for about a minute or so. So I'm going to hold that on for a second. Okay, here comes the second one. Look at that, baby. That's a little thicker. Whew. I did sneak and taste it, but this is mine. This is my honey's, and I'm quite sure that they're going to be perfect. I can cut mine now. It's been a minute. This is the thickest part. Can you see how that's just a little bit pink? Maybe not. Whoop, got to come in the sun. Oh boy. As you can see it. Okay, there's a view for you. Just a little bit pink. So that's going to be perfect. Bye guys, I'm going to eat.